Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, set.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. Cut.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You talk about this Falcon defense. Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Good. 4-8.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, here's Judkins. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rattler. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Robinson up the middle. And he's got room. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. Washington's got him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a solid run down inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air, Penix. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. Buffalo 18, Viking 18. Let's go.
They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
33, yellow. Hut.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And complete to Drake London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Penix steps away to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? When we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll throw with Penix. To the right side and complete to Washington. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
It's a gain of 6. First down at the 9.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warrior 70.
He'll drop to throw. Got London on a slant. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. There, this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
40. Check, huh?
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And Xavier again, 40 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ready?
On first and 10, it's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Once again, Judkins. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 ready. Go. Set.
They give up the middle. Judkins. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good one there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Set. Hut. Hut. Flag. 95. Ready.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready. Ready. Set.
Rattler off the bootleg. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Set. Hut. Hut.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And space tough to come by there, and so we'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the ground with a tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Come on, set.
Here's Rattler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here we go. Hut.
A give. Here's Jenkins. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third and short, going with a tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
10 black. 10.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Here we go.
35-yard line.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
Down. Ready.
First and 10.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy from 19 yards away. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead out to 11.
Makes the score Browns 20, Falcons 9.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 8.
Ready? 19, cut 19, let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20. First down, Falcons.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's go now. Cougar 19 Lions.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready. Hut, hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Black, 95. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready, red, set.
Rattler wants to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60, ready.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 10 black.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. This is 2nd and 8.
Set, hut. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Set, hut.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
On 4th down, here's Rattler. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 27, Falcons 9.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To the air, Penix. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
Here's Penix. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1.
Again, it's Robinson.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, ramp up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Falcon first down.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw Penix.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
27, Falcons 15. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
38-yard line.
45. Wide. Ready.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Down.
line.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Red. 38.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To the air is Rattler. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last. He's got a man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there that's going to settle him.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Michael Penix, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 6.
Down. Hut, hut.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ready.
Well, they're going option play on third down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
707 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m., and I know which girls I'm taking home.
Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
I need to know.
pretty boring, isn't it? This existence.